friends, welcome back to How We Cope. Today's episode is going to be short, but really powerful because it's something that a lot of us misunderstand, which is that the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And this is a quote by Elie Wiesel, who's a famous author and Holocaust survivor. So let's just sit with that. I think a lot of the times we think about someone, or we come out of a relationship, or someone pisses us off and we immediately go into, I hate them. And whenever I hear someone say that, I'm like, you actually still are giving the same energy as you would as if you were to love them. And why is that? Well, hate holds energy. So we often think that by hating someone that has hurt us, we are getting as far as possible as we can from love. But the truth is, we have to care about something hard enough to hate it. Hate holds energy, almost the same, if not exactly the same energy that love does. They're both very energetic feelings, and we feel them in the same place, which is usually in the central region of our body. So if you just do like a somatic sense of yourself when you're saying I hate someone, and you do the same sense of when you say I love someone, it feels the same. One might feel more pleasant, but it's the same holding in your body. And so what hate is really saying to us on a subconscious level is you mattered enough to hurt me, or you mattered enough to still be a part of my subconscious mind. And so not only is it an active feeling that we have to hold on to, it keeps us attached to the very person that we claim we want nothing to do anything with. So there's a really powerful Buddhist teaching about this as well, which is that hatred is a form of an attachment. So just because there's no love in the relationship doesn't mean that the relationship has ceased to exist. And I think that's where a lot of people get it wrong. So when they think about an ex or someone that they don't want anything to do with, they're like, I hate them. But you're still attached to them if you're hating them. And that's why I'm here to teach you about how can we switch from hatred to indifference. So first, let's kind of stick with the Buddhist teaching, which is that, and I'm sure you've heard it over and over again, it's that holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's a metaphor, yes, but there's something to be said about the poison. And the poison is the hatred. Research has shown that resentment and anger are among the largest carcinogens that cause cancer. Believe that. Yes, what we eat matters. Yes, what we drink matters. And genetics, all this stuff. Resentment, pain, and hatred are the biggest carcinogens that are causing cancer. So by holding on to hatred, you are not punishing the other person. You are purely punishing yourself. Letting go, in that sense, then, isn't just about improving our emotional health, but working on our physical health too, meaning how do we actually release hatred? So there's a lot of ways that you can do this. There's obviously therapy. There's the physical practice of literally shaking your body. What a lot of people do with hatred is that they revel in it. And when we revel in a place of hating someone, we start to actually have them consume all of our thoughts. So you're probably listening to this and you're like, okay, but I hate them. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to become indifferent? And how dare you tell me that you love this person? Well, like, babe, you do, because you're being obsessed. You're obsessed. So if you want to be indifferent, it's actually going to be quite challenging, but you're going to want to send first the emotion that you're trying to deny so much, which is love and well-being. So when you think about someone that has really hurt you or you don't want anything to do with them, I actually want you to sit and meditate on how much love you can give this person. Because when you emulate that, you are saying to yourself and energetically to the person that you don't have power over me. I am allowing my soul to ascend so much that I am not giving you any negative feeling, because by giving you negative feeling, I have to harbor it. And that is what I want you to really work with. If we have to give anything negative outward, it means that it's already staying with us. If we have to give love, then we are holding on to love. And then as you slowly start to practice that, the idea of indifference can actually become true, because love, although it holds the same power as hatred, is able to swallow it. And it sounds cliche, but it's true. And so if you have an ex or someone that you're trying to rip away from, send them well wishes. And also, if you see them, if you approach them, if you think about them, try to give yourself this feeling of, I wish them well, and I matter more. I matter more than trying to hate them. I don't need to drink the poison anymore. And so once you actually start to implement this, you will feel more space in your life. And that's that central part of your body, which again, I for those that aren't watching this on video, it would be from where your collarbone is to where your hip bones are. That's where we normally feel safe. So if you can start to emulate more space here, you're going to then start looking and investing in other people that you actually do want to be around, and actually open up relationships that are supposed to walk into your life. So this was a very short clip, but a point that I think you really need to understand. If you're ripping into your hatred right now, just know and think to yourself and be a little tough on yourself of like, I'm being obsessed. I'm obsessed with them. Okay? All right. Have a good one. Hey everyone, welcome to How We Cope podcast, a podcast dedicated to elevating your life by your host, Nicole Nurian. This podcast is sponsored by Culver City Chevrolet, where you can lease a Chevy Equinox for $189 a month. Mention you're a subscriber of How We Cope podcast to unlock the special deal.